Y'all, we're gonna do a little something different tonight. Are you guys ready for a comedian? Right on. Let's all give a warm welcome to my good friend, Mr. Scott Hill. How y'all doing? Give it up again for JD. Appreciate y'all having me out here. We're going to have a little fun. I started out to come out tonight. I did my set for my Beagles this weekend. Apparently they didn't like it. They said you're terrible. But I just don't really think that comedy. I do a few imitations. That's my Beagle imitation. I do an imitation of my grandma. If I lose my glasses, they're probably and then I do an imitation of my ex-wife. Y'all ready to see it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna work on the power roll. I thought about coming out here and telling you how smart I was, or actually how smart I should be. Because according to research, some of us, as we get older, we get smarter. And as we get smarter, our brains grow. And as our brains grow, it cuts off the circulation to our hair follicles. And our hair starts falling. Until we're geniuses. Where are my geniuses at? Alright. You've been 200 years for your genius. But I appreciate y'all having me come out. I've went to a high school reunion recently. And of course, when you go to high school reunions, one of the first things you do is you pull out your yearbook and you look at all the things you've done, all the things, you relive all the memories that made your high school experience. And the first thing I realized when I checked my yearbook was I was not the valedictorian. And the second thing I realized was I've been misspelling valedictorian on job for years. But, hey Joe, come out and check out this guy's application here. That's my jersey. But he's like, it says under here, under extracurricular activities, he used to be on the chess team. And under previous employment, he said he used to work for Jack Daniels as a taste tester. I guess that makes him a 5th grader. 5th.
I get it.
But I started out. My life was on track when I was 15. Everything was going good. I had focus. I had direction. My future was limitless. And then I discovered girls. Well, I didn't discover girls. I mean, they had already been discovered. I mean, it's like they didn't name a country after me or anything. You won't find me in the history books. In 1973, Scott Hill, while looking for a cure for baldness, found and discovered girls. Yeah, that didn't happen. But I've been looking into online dating, and I think some of the online dating's kind of messed up. I don't think it's right. I think the biggest thing wrong with online dating, there's no rules. And of course, profile pictures is probably the worst thing. And if A girl's got a black and white profile picture. She's probably not 33. True. One girl, I decided to go out with one girl, and in her picture, she had blonde hair and blue eyes. But when I met her, she had blue hair and blonde eyes. Little known fact, getting back to bald people, Einstein wore hairpiece. Didn't know if y'all knew that. Not a very good one. I kind of think he made it himself. Something else you probably didn't know was all the signers of the Declaration of Independence wore hairpieces. At least I hope they did. Either that or they told their barber, "Can you make me look like Susan B. Anthony? Or my grandma?" Yeah. Life's been going good for me. What else has been happening? I love football. I used to play football in high school. Well, I didn't actually play football. I did all the hard stuff. I did winter conditioning. I did spring training. But when the season started, I generally quit. Because I realized if I got to choose between getting the snot beat out of me by a bunch of sweaty 250-pound guys every Friday night for 2.5 hours, or sitting in the stands holding hands with the cute blonde from theater arts class, well, you know which one I choose. I quit, coach. Yeah. I tried out for the tennis team. The tennis coach told me I didn't know the meaning of love.
I get it.
I said I'm young, but I do know the meaning of love. And he said, "No, Scott, love means nothing at all." He was a jerk. Speaking of jerk, one of my fondest memories from high school was almost getting in a fist fight with the librarian at senior prom. This actually happened. I couldn't find my invitation, and she started making a big deal about it. And I said, "I've been going to school here for 4 years. You've got to recognize me. Don't you remember seeing me in the library?" Hey, there's the principal. I know the principal. So I did get him fired. Anybody else have a slug test with the librarian? They give my mom an honorary diploma when I graduated because she was there more than I was. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. Speaking of bless your heart, has anybody else got somebody in their family that they've got common sense, but they're ignorant to the world? They're ignorant to the world. Yeah, my whole family too. But I've got an ignorant cousin. And just to give you an example of how ignorant he is, he called me the other day. He said, "You want to have lunch?" And I'm like, "Sure, where you want to go?" And he said, "Let's go to a hominy restaurant." And I'm like, "Hominy restaurant? What in the world is a hominy restaurant?" He said, "You know them fancy restaurants, you go inside and they go, 'How many?' I told you he's ignorant. He likes that French restaurant, Shonay's. He got a new sports car. He calls it his cat car. And I said, why do you call it your cat car? And he says, because when I come by you at 100 miles an hour, it sounds like I know, right? They're fun. He told me one day, this is no lie, he told me one day, he said, do you know it's 18 degrees with the windshield factor? And I said, don't you mean windshield factor? And he's like, no, stupid, it's the windshield factor. He said, if you're driving 50 miles an hour and it's 32 degrees outside, your windshield is going to be 18 degrees. I don't even know how to argue with that. We're driving down the road one day, and he starts beeping his horn and screaming, learn how to drive, learn how to drive. And I look up and I'm like, dude, it's a student driver. I said, it says right on the back. He's like, well, they still should learn to drive. And if he ever invites you over to his house for squash casserole, don't go. We pulled in his driveway one day. He ran over a possum. He got out, picked it up, and he says, all right, we're having squash tonight. I should have left that one. Yeah. He's ignorant. But I'll go ahead and wrap up with this. First thing, I need to qualify this. First thing, I love sports, and I love Tennessee sports. I support all the Tennessee teams, the Predators, Vandy,
Go Vandy!
Titans. That being said, I'm hoping that the Titans get a little better this year. Right?
Yes.
No joke?
Because this winter, I pull up to a red light, and it's 20 degrees, and there's a homeless guy, and he's shivering, and I said, dude, you look cold. Let me give you my Titans jacket. He said, I'm good. I'm good. I'm sorry, I meant crimson. Y'all give it up for my good friend, Mrs. Scott.